Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk about the eco-friendly videos, where we talk about the nature lover and we talk about the different products and different things which you can very well approach in the eco-friendly, because we love nature so much. I love nature so much and I want to protect it and I want to preserve it. So I make these videos to talk about eco-friendly because I really love that and I really enjoy talking to that. And also, if it's helping you going more eco-friendly, then it would be so amazing. So let's dive in today's video. I'm gonna be talking about, is pottery really eco-friendly? I mean, we do purchase the pottery mugs, we do purchase the pottery kitchenwares, home decor items, a lot more pottery items that are made from the clay, that are made from all those things. Is it really eco-friendly? I mean, I'm gonna be diving into everything that we're going to decide whether pottery is eco-friendly or not. So in this video, let's dive in. Before go park, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do really appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon. We upload every single week. When we do so, you'll be get notified about it. Those of you guys who don't know how exactly the pottery mugs or pottery stuffs have been made, let me talk you, because I myself create these potteries. I myself love sculpting, making the clay work and all those things. So I know how it works. If you don't, then I'm going to be telling you the steps. First of all, you get the clay from the market, or you can create the clay from yourself by using the rocks and sand. And then you get the clay, then you create the beautiful shape what you want to create. And then once you're going to allow it to dry, once it's completely dry, you're gonna either glaze it or you're gonna get it for firing. Now firing, it's kind of like a kiln firing, or you can go with the raku firing. There are so many ways and people fire the pottery. Some do the raku firing. That's kind of like a traditional Japanese way of firing the pottery. And some also go with the kiln firing. Like kiln firing is most common. Some also go with the natural organic, or you can call it an Asian culture of actually firing the organic, firing the clays in the wood while you are actually firing them. So it depends how you're firing. Once it's fired, you're gonna take that pottery out of it, you're gonna glaze it, make it into beautiful colorful stuff. You're gonna polish it, because if you see the mugs that are available in the market, they look so pretty, so beautiful, so shiny and smooth. How? It's because after firing, they actually apply a lot of the glaze, underglaze, a lot of the different layers to make it beautiful and shiny. And then the finished product is ready and it's available in the market for you to purchase. So this is just roughly the basic steps which you follow through while making a pottery. Of course, some people do use underglaze, overglaze, glaze, whatever. There are so many different tips and tricks and strategies in which you can actually approach this, but this is just a basic step. Now let's talk about, is it really eco-friendly? Because we think that pottery is made from the things that are environment friendly, that is made from the sand, that is made from the nature products. So is it really eco-friendly? Because there are many questions regarding that, and people do get a little confused, like whether it's eco-friendly or not. Well, I'm going to tell you, it depends on how you make the pottery mugs. Yes, if you are going with the pottery techniques or tips and tricks that are not really eco-friendly, then pottery is not a one. Allow me to explain. I'm gonna be explaining in a way that will be more appropriate. So let's talk about that. Some aspects of the pottery production are not eco-friendly, which I already talked about that. These include the use of the nature resources and high fuel consumption needed for firing pottery. Now, for the pottery, you do need to fire to make it waterproof. You have to fire the pottery, because once it's dried, it's not there. It's not a waterproof. You can't use it. So you have to fire the pottery. If you're going with the ceramic pottery or the stoneware or the earthenware, the terracotta one, whatever pottery that is a naturally based from the environment, you have to fire them. So you need a high fuel consumption and resources to actually fire them. So that is the one way it's not at all eco-friendly. Additionally, harmful chemicals are sometimes used in the glazes. However, pottery does reduce the need for disposable plastics, and compared to other substances, pottery production is less harmful for the environment. So if we compare it to the plastic is not at all biodegradable. Of course, some plastic are recyclable, like you are getting in the plastic bottle and can, but most of them are very harming in the environment, and they just are accumulating, because if you are using with the disposables, they are just accumulating. But here it's less harming to the environment. Now you can't get rid of the firing process. I mean, you have to fire the pottery to make it waterproof. You can't get rid of it. Okay, so this is a process you have to go through. But the glazing process, where I want to cover more in depth. If you're going with the glazes in the market that are containing the harmful chemicals, or they are containing the substances that is not at all eco-friendly, then you are making your pottery much more not at all eco-friendly. Okay, because glazing is a part of the process, I know, but it's not compulsory. Like, there are so many pottery stuffs are available in the market that are not glazed. Yes, some people don't glaze it, they leave it the natural color, the natural color of the clay like that only. They don't use the glaze, so that is reducing the burden on the environment for using the glazing, because glazing may be containing some toxic chemicals or harmful chemicals that are not really eco-friendly. But you have to actually fire them. Like, firing is really important or essential, you can say that. Without that, your piece won't be waterproof. But here is a caveat, guys. If you are using any substances, if you're using your pottery in the kitchen, then you have to fire them. But if you're making a pottery for home decor purpose or for some other purpose where you don't even going to use a water on your pottery, then you don't need to fire them. Allow me to explain. If you're creating a beautiful vases for home decor from your pottery stuff, from your clay stuff, you don't need to fire them unless you're actually washing your pottery vases with the water. Okay, if you're not using water on that pottery item, don't fire them, because in this way you are creating a substance. If I'm creating a pottery item that needs to be there in the kitchen, because the kitchen utensils are washed and they needs to be waterproof. Like, you can't eat in an item which is containing a sand, because once you actually wash them, they're gonna convert into the sand lump again. So if you're using that pottery item in the kitchen, you have to fire it, because currently we don't have any other alternative for that particular pottery item. But if you're creating a pottery item for just home decor purpose, or for just normal regular purpose in which you are not actually using a water to wash that pottery item, then you don't need to fire them. I don't fire my pottery vases. I don't fire them because I have seen that the firing the pottery is not essential if you're not adding a water on that. Of course, your home decor item won't be waterproof if you are not firing them, but then you can actually go with the different stuffs, give different varnishes that are eco-friendly. I came across recently one amazing company that actually make the products that are eco-friendly, eco-friendly varnishes, eco-friendly acrylic mediums, eco-friendly colors. A lot of the stuffs they have that are eco-friendly. I mean, their company completely depends on the eco-friendly products only, and I think that it's possible to find a solution that is entirely eco-friendly. Like, you can make a varnish that is entirely eco-friendly. Of course, you need to go into the DIY stuff, you need to research a lot and all those stuffs, because not many people are actually approaching eco-friendly stuffs right now, even though there is a huge demand, even though there is a huge necessary and urgency to approach the ways more eco-friendly, but still people haven't woken up to that. Still most of the people are in kind of like a shadow. They are not really concerned about the environment, and they are using the harmful substances. But you and me, we can make changes to this environment. We can approach the things that are eco-friendly only because we have woken up to this reality, and we need to focus on that. So here I want to tell you that if you are going with buying any kind of pottery items in the market, make sure you are actually going into detail about that product, what they have used, whether they have fired, what type of glazes they have used, whether it's eco-friendly or not. Just go into the depth and actually understand how it's made, and then only very well go with the purchase of that particular pottery item. Of course, it will going to take you some time to actually investigate how it's made and what are the products or what are the chemicals that have used to make that. It will going to take some time, but I think that this approach, if we are taking while purchasing the pottery item, would be really helpful, and will really going to help our environment, because you are forgetting, like many people do forget, like, what I can do alone. I need a people, I need a group, a community to help me. Of course, you need a community, you need a group, or you need a team to help you, but you alone can do a lot of the significant changes, a lot of the changes in this planet Earth. You can do that, okay? Because we are very powerful creatures. We have been made from that universe only. That's small part of that universe we have inside of us. Okay, so we are the powerful creatures. If you decided to go with the eco-friendly approaches, you are making a significant changes in your life, and you are actually inspiring other people in your family, in your relatives, in your friends, in your colleagues, in the in your community to actually approach the eco-friendly. So you are becoming a source of inspiration from them, and that's really magnetic, and people actually drawn towards that approaches. Okay, so that thing you could very well do by yourself. I mean, you of course need a community to have a significant. You are a person who actually makes the clay, and you love pottery, and you want to try your hands over the sculpting. Whenever you are purchasing the clay, make sure you read the terms and conditions, how it's made, what are the processes involved, whether it's eco-friendly, whether it does contain chemicals or anything like that. Make sure you go forward and read that thing. After that, once you have read that and you have purchased that clay and you're making into beautiful creations of yours, then decide whether you really need to fire or you don't need to fire. I mean, if you want your products or your items to be used in the kitchen, then you have to fire, because pottery item doesn't become waterproof without firing. So you have to fire them if you want them to be used in the kitchen. But if you're creating a product that need not to be used in the kitchen, that are used for the decoration purpose or for some purpose only where you don't need water to actually clean them, then don't fire them. That's what I'm doing. I'm not firing my stuff because I know that it requires a lot of the fuel, a lot of the resources from the environment, and when my products or when my items are not going into the water, like they are not actually will be there in contact with the water, means they are not to be used in the kitchen, they are just for the home decor purpose only, then why I have to fire them? So that is the one way you are reducing a lot of the waste. I mean, you are reducing a lot of the burden from the environment. The second thing you need to consider over here is the glazing. I mean, do you really need glazing? And are you using the glaze that is eco-friendly? I mean, ask yourself, read the product description. When you are purchasing a glaze, read that, whether it's made from eco-friendly, whether it's contain harmful chemicals, how it's made, and everything. Read about that, whether it's biodegradable, it's recyclable or not, because some of the pottery items that are available in the market are not at all recyclable or biodegradable because they have been glazed by the glazes which are not at all eco-friendly. So when they are actually dumped into the garbage, they are not able to recycle or biodegrade them because of those glazes. So do you really need those glazes? Ask yourself. If you want to make your creations look beautiful, you can find other alternatives to color them. I mean, you can color them if you want to, if you're not actually using them in the kitchen. And if you really want to go with the glazes, ask yourself, the product that you're purchasing in the market for glazing, is it really eco-friendly? Is it completely eco-friendly, or does it contain some of the chemicals that are not eco-friendly? Hopefully you enjoyed today's video and have your doubts cleared about the pottery stuff. Is it really eco-friendly? Is it not? Because if you're going with the shiny mugs that you see in the market and you want to purchase it for your kitchen, you have to ask yourself whether they are actually glazed with the products that are eco-friendly, or is it chemical based? Your one move and my one move will literally going to help change the environment in so much better way, guys. And I want to tell you, I'm not completely eco-friendly right now. Of course, I'm researching and I'm looking forward to become more eco-friendly as much as I can, to reduce the burden on the environment, to actually help the environment in a more productive way. As being a human, it's my duty. And that's why I'm researching, and more I research and more I make these videos to help other people as well who want to go eco-friendly, who want to approach the products or the things that are more eco-friendly. And I want to tell you, everything is possible. Yes, I know that you have listened a lot many times, but it's possible to go completely eco-friendly. Of course, it will going to take some time to do the research to find the right kind of products, but you can be. And that's my own main motive behind this channel, behind my own life, to be more eco-friendly. And I know that I can be more eco-friendly, so I'm actually reducing the waste. I'm researching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and leave me a comment if you're looking forward to buying a pottery in the market or you are making a one. I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye guys.